right, fool? Shit. Let it be known then. Circle tight.
During Trump's presidency, the Secretary of Defense or whoever's Sergeant at Arms or whatever, they knew about 2 other Japanese air balloons flying across the nation and never told them. He goes, y'all didn't ever tell me that.
They had 2 of them that were flying around?
You know how there's a balloon?
Yeah. Then they shot it down, right?
Bro, there was multiple more, I guess.
Oh, shit.
I can't say with certainty all the way, but
Right.
they're saying that they knew about a couple more occasions where they were flying that fucking balloon across our nation.
And that's what I was thinking too. I was like,
and
if
nobody ever
get
told
away
Trump.
with a fucking balloon getting here, how is it like not gonna get away with a missile or anything? You know?
Well, because the balloon doesn't carry heat. You know, I guess, or I don't know all the circumstances, but
Right.
it doesn't have heat. It's really not big enough to be on the radar. It's really this. It's really that. And then until somebody actually spots it, bro, they only tell us what they want to tell us, bro. All that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, bro. We are the fucking shit. And I'm gonna let you see what you want to see. I'm gonna let you do what you want to do. But ultimately, you ain't got shit on us. We're in everybody's cheese, man.
Yeah.
Why? Because we control them.
We got everywhere surrounded too, like with mad military bases and all that.
Bro, who's got a military base on the United States?
I think British and the French. Or British.
Where?
Yeah, they have them like in the East Coast.
Doesn't Russia?
No, absolutely. Russia does not have a fucking base on the United States.
Oh no, States.
But I think like the British,
Oh,
they
my
have bases here. There's a couple of people that do have bases here.
Okay, well, they are a major ally for one,
Right.
and British will not fucking jump until we say so, and they follow the lead of us. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, bro, the politics are crazy. The politics are crazy. Stoner talk again?
Yeah.
Um,
Philippine bases, China, Canada.
there's no bases here, dog. Put it out there.
And the embassies that have like camps and shit.
Well, we have embassies. Senator Nancy Pelosi, embassy over there in China or whatever the heck. Would they say if Nancy Pelosi comes over here, we'll kill her or we'll shoot her? But we got an embassy over there. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. These motherfuckers do come from other countries and they come to the United States. That's where the diplomatic immunity comes in. These motherfuckers come in, they can have hoes, fuck hoes, kill the hoe, and be like, I got diplomatic immunity. You know what I mean? That bitch was acting up. You gonna go against me or are you gonna take her word? And they're like, you know?
Oh yeah, that's what he said. He said that he was gonna fucking kill the death penalty to the nurses and doctors that are willing to give transitions to the little kids.
Oh yeah. Okay. You see how that?
Shout
Okay.
out the homie. I like that. Start.
Hey, do you see how? Do you honestly see how? That. Okay, let's speak on that. What do you feel about that?
I
You
think it's
actually-
more the parents' fault. I think the doctors shouldn't do it. Obviously, I mean it's tricky, dog. So it starts off as the parents' fault, right? For manipulating the kid, bro. Like there's I forgot which one it was, but there's one of these senators that has like 6 kids, bro, or 4 or 5 kids, and all her kids are like either trans or they're gay or they're lesbian, like all of them, and it's all because of like what she with the narrative that she pushes upon her own kids, you know. And it's like, what are the odds? Like the odds of your kids, the odds of one of your kids coming out gay is like, you know, 1 million to whatever. And then so for the fact that all 3 of them or all 4 of them come out with a certain type of a thing is definitely like a political push on her kids, you know, for that narrative.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I do believe the parent is probably more or less at fault.
Right.
You know what I mean? Handsome Panther, what's up?
But I mean, if the doctor's gonna do his job, he's gonna do his job.
But the doctor, this is okay. So, just on that perspective,
Right.
a doctor goes to school for 8 years to get a doctorate,
Mm-hmm.
to have the title. His name's not Senior Smith; it's Doctor Smith.
Right.
In order to get that doctorate or that title, you have to go to school for a long period of time,
Mm-hmm.
and then on top of that, you have to do what do they call that when you go work for free?
Mm-hmm.
You go work an internship, so that now you're like 10 years in with an internship and trying to just make ends meet. That means that person is knowledgeable. That means that person has insight to what he's doing, because he's going to have to talk to you about your mom having cancer. He's
Mm-hmm.
going to have to talk to you about your cousin having cancer. He's going to have to talk to you about your wife having cancer. So he has to be able to deal with that type of scenario. You mean to tell me that his mindset goes, oh, you're 10? You want a sex change? Pfft, gotcha.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's, you're a fucking idiot.
Hmm.
And I'm going to say, you're just a complete out idiot, bro.
Right.
Because you want my kids, or you want these young adults to pull up to 7-Eleven and show proof of ID that they could buy this beer.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't got to show no proof of ID of anything. Why do they got to show ID to buy the alcohol or the
Okay.
marijuana?
Because they're not, mentally prepared.
Because they're not mentally sound
Right.
to purchase those things. You're not quite there yet, homie. We believe that by the time you're 21,
Right.
then you'll be allowed to do this, because then we believe you're sound of circumstances.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But you mean to tell me you want to cut off my
Right.
and turn it into a,
Yeah.
and you're okay with that?
Or give the hormones, all that type of shit. Yeah.
It's dumb. It's completely dumb. If somebody wants to do that, dog, I'm not against that.
Mm.
I am actually against that, but that's just my personal belief. I'm not against it if that's what you want to do.
Right.
If that's what you want to do, cool. Don't.
As an adult, or yeah.
As an adult.
Right.
At what age do we become an adult? Well, the government says it's 21, because then you can go to the club, and you can buy alcohol, and you
Right.
can buy cigarettes, and you can buy weed, because you're an adult. But you're gonna allow this, bro? In these schools, why are we even talking about any of that? Who
Yeah.
cares what my teacher's preference is? If my teacher likes guys, if my teacher's a guy and he likes guys, who cares?
Right.
Why do my kids gotta know that he likes guys?
Yeah. Or even like the cartoons and shit. What does that matter? Like, they're not fucking on there.
Like, what the hell, bro?
Yeah.
Like, that shit, what's good? What's good? Nine House, what's good? I mean, I really don't even understand it at all.
Right.
But Trump's position and trying to take over on that, there's a lot of pushback, though, right now.
He said can't rent a car till you're 25.
You can't what?
Rent a car till
Rent
you're
a car.
25.
You can't rent a car till you're 25 due to insurance purposes. But, I mean, I guess if you can't rent a car till you're 25, what makes you think what makes you think
Right.
that you're sound of mind to go ahead and say, today I woke up feeling like a girl.
But like that's why like half those kids, like I told my niece, half those kids haven't even like kissed a boy or kissed a girl for them to know what they're gonna be in love with. You know what I mean? Like they haven't even been in a relationship. They're still young. Some of them, they haven't even been in relationships to understand what they're gonna be attracted to or into. You know what I mean?
I mean, with that being said, they don't know any of that, right?
Right.
Naturally, they're gonna have, if it's a young girl, naturally she's gonna look at a boy and go,
Right.
naturally a young boy is gonna look at a girl and go, right? Until you put the ideal or thought in their head,
Mm-hmm.
the natural instinct is the natural instinct. Unless they're a hyena.
Or what do they don't even know? What if they're just gay and they're not even a trans, and they go through the whole trans procedure, but they're just gay? You know, like.
I mean, okay, look. It's not like I want to send them to fucking church and be like, hey, have the priest fucking, I rebuke you. And,
Right.
I'm not saying all of that. Like I said, man, some people legitimately do have that feeling. But I think the position as parents, as supporters, or support group should try to help you become one with the identity of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
We can't change. If you come out of your mom as a male, we can't say you're a female
Right.
because you're a male.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know what I mean? So we can't change that code that's there.
I don't get how they don't see that. I don't get how they don't see that. Like,
Bro, that
you
argument is
cannot
crazy,
have
right?
a baby. You cannot. You are not a woman. And did you see that other lady that she was like, we're more of women than women because we try harder.
Yeah, but reproduce.
I,
Ultimately, that's it.
right.
So, do you? Okay, I know us as human beings aren't animals, right? We're not animals. We're not dogs. We're not cats. We're not this. But just to give some sort of insight, the only real difference between us and them is we can acknowledge
We can
right
build
from wrong. Like, we can acknowledge right from wrong. We can acknowledge, like that growth.
Mm.
But forget all that. That predator instinct is always going to be amongst us. Let me take away all the food in your house.
Yeah, and then.
And then what?
Right.
And then tell me what you're going to do.
Yeah.
You're going to go out there and rob the neighbor.
Right.
You're going to be like, give me your shit. I'm hungry. Right?
Right.
Oh, now the instinct comes out. The animal instinct comes out. Oh, okay then. We're only subconscious, or we're only able to acknowledge what's happening as long as we eat our food for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Let us starve. Shit'll start to turn different. Motherfuckers start to.
Start eating their own homies and shit.
Right.
I mean, how many times has that happened? Though?
I mean,
stranded
right? That's
in
the
the middle
only
of
thing
nowhere.
that's stopping us from
Turning
doing
that
that.
shit right.
Let me starve you.
Yeah.
If I starve you, what's gonna happen?
Right.
You're gonna go rob 7-Eleven, and then you're gonna eat.
I'll steal some hot dogs. Steal some beers.
But you're gonna do that, dog. You're
Right.
gonna fucking do that.
Is the lighter right there?
I got a lighter. Oh, the lighter there. So, anyways, what's the point I'm getting at? Is I'm
That
stoned.
Trump was partying and
So
Or
that natural instinct. But
let me see your lighter.
anyways,
This shit's dead already.
but like you said, how come they don't understand that? How come they don't
Yeah.
understand that? I'm not opposed to thinking, right, with a bigger mind of understanding that. Hey, you know what? There's probably a big possibility that you feel some type of way. You don't feel attracted to that hot ass girl. You feel attracted to that hot ass boy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's fine. But how about I give you some type of help that can help you understand what you are? And if that ultimately doesn't work, and now you've got to understand from front to back, and now you're an adult, and you decide to make that decision, then that'll be on you. I'm not gonna try to change you. I'm just gonna try to help you understand
Right.
what it is. And what it is you're a male or you're a female.
Like, it went from fucking. I get when they were like pushing, like, okay, there was bullying or whatever going based on certain kids that were gay or transgender or whatever. But it went from just like stop the bullying to like everybody should just be. Like, it went from them being just bullied to them being like, oh, this is the culture, this is a genre now, like this is the choice that you could pick and choose. It's just like, we want to be a rocker, you want to be a gangster, like,
Right.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like a genre now, being gay and shit. Like,
I hadn't quite thought of it exactly in that perspective, but I completely understand. There's nothing wrong with gay people. We're
Mhm.
not gay hate. We're not none of that. TikTok, we are not hating. We're completely giving opinion, and it's our opinion versus it's our opinion about the situation. We're not hating. We're not hating at all. Don't get it twisted. You've already cut us.
a gang of times.
A gang of times. It's crazy to think, bro, that the agenda shouldn't be like, hey, bro,
Shit.
Hey, homie, if you decide to do that, that's cool. But think about it. How do you reproduce?
Mm.
What did fucking Prophet at? What was the topic of last week? It was, do you think you're meant to have this family and build that and reproduce and whatnot? Or is it to go out and adventure and blah, 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 blah?
Right.
Okay, either one of those doesn't consist of what we're talking about. If you decide to have your family and I mean, 200 years ago,
Mm.
wherever we're at, I meet a girl. Oh, I want her to be a virgin. Right? Because then if she's a virgin and I have a baby with her, I know it's mine. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, but she's not expected to go out and just have relations with whoever she wants.
Right.
Right? She's dedicated to me. I'm dedicated to her.
Mm.
We do this, we do that, or whatever. But we reproduce. We have kids. She gets my last name. My kids get my last name. She, if I have a daughter, she'll take on her man's last name because that dude's thinking the same thing I thought 15 years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want my kids, blah, 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 and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, that's ultimately like, what do you think these animals want?
Yeah.
Right? They want to have kids. Ultimately, every single species out there
Want to breed.
wants to breed, dog. That's the only way it makes more of them.
Yeah.
They want to breed. So
And that was my answer too when he said that. I was like, he's like, what are we here for? I'm like, we're just here to breed.
we're just here to breed.
Right.
I mean, of course, knowledge is power, and we want to keep gaining knowledge, but we're here to breed.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to breed and continue on the legacy.
But
right?
some rich fuck made this system and has us in a fucking rat wheel and shit. Like, going to work for the man, getting paid a little bit, stressed out. Like,
Well, I mean, if you think about that all day, every day to the system, I think a woman actually created the 40 hours a week.
where?
It was a woman who created 40 hours a week. Yes.
Yeah,
it
she's
was
trying
a
to get
woman.
rid of her man all day, huh? She was like,
Trying to
you
get
need
rid
to
of
be
that
at work
dog.
for
Oh,
48
the work?
hours.
Huh?
The work?
Well, back then, like 1920s, for example, because I think it wasn't until like almost the 1930s, 1940s where they implemented that 40 hours a week. And it was by a woman. But you just work so much, so sun up to sun down.
Mm.
And motherfuckers was like, damn, I just been working all day. Only I need a break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers come home and they be like, what, bitch? Bow. You know what I'm saying? and whatnot. So, they said, hey, hold up. That's overdoing it. A rational number would be about 8 hours a day. You get this break. Blah, 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 blah.
Mm.
You're off 2 days. But exactly, though, it's still a fucking wheel that they got us running on. Because do they tell you this? Do they tell you, hey, why don't you buy some land? Buy yourself a couple of chickens. A hen, chicken, cow, couple cows, cattle. And then you could grow your own fucking vegetables. You grow your own, you could get eggs every single day. You can get your fucking cow, chop them up, do whatever you do, and freeze them, dehydrate it so that you have meat for the cold season.
Right.
No, they don't do that. They go,
Mhm.
come to Smith's and buy this pizza
Yeah.
that we already made for you.
Come
Put
to
it in the microwave.
McDonald's.
Right.
That's why they have you so busy that you gotta rush home and you're trying to figure out. They're like, what can I eat? Oh, just feed them the poison. Here, eat this fake ass fucking plastic burger. You know, like
What up? Well, I mean, how many hours are in a day?
24.
And if they say I got to work 8 of them, how many's left?
Well, you're gonna have like 4 hours plus your sleep.
Well, hold on.
Besides your sleep,
If
deducting
there's-
your sleep.
If there's 24 hours in a day, and you got to work 8 hours,
Okay, right?
subtract 8 from 24.
So that's 16.
Then you got to sleep 8 hours a day. Subtract that.
No, that's 14.
No, it's 16, bro.
16. Okay.
He's high. Don't worry about it.
Minus what? I said it right.
16 minus 8 because you
Uh-huh.
got to, they say that a good
So you
sleep
got
time
8
is
hours.
8 hours. So you got 8 hours left. Now, what were you going to say? 2 hours, 3 hours for the drive to work, back to work, You know what I mean? So if you go 2 hours for the drive to work and home from work, that leaves 6 hours. Then you gotta take a shower. You gotta do some fucking chores or whatnot. You know, another hour or two. That leaves 4 hours.
I don't feel like I have 8 hours after work though. Dog. What the fuck? That's weird.
That's my point. That's the point, dog.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, you think
It's
you
like
got
6 to 9.
No, you don't have 8 hours because you got to drive home.
6 to 10. That's only 4 hours. Yeah.
Right, because you got to sleep 8 hours. But you've already swallowed up almost your whole day.
Right.
See, somebody created that.
The Rockefellers.
Somebody fucking created what you're supposed to do
David
during your day.
Rockefeller. Is them for-
My boy,
And
you
the
work 8 hours a day. The shop's open for about 8 hours, right? So you're on an 8-hour schedule, and there's only 24 hours in the day. That's 1/3 of the day is already gone. Now you got to sleep for, ideally, 8 hours. 2/3 of the day is already gone. You got 8 hours left, minus your commute, minus your chores, minus taking a shower, fucking rubbing one out. I don't fucking know, but I'm just saying, right? Like
Right.
now you're left with a couple hours left, but you got to eat. You got 5 kids, 4 kids, even number. You got to give each one of your kids half an hour time, 45 minutes time.
Right.
I mean, if half an hour, that's 4 kids, that's 2 hours. So not one time have you stopped and said, today's the age needs to blaze his blunt.
Yeah.
Look in the mirror and go, fuck you. I'm just saying, dog.
Right.
I'm really just saying, like, that's what it is. It's fucking for real. It's like all the way for real. And that's what they got us on.
And
So-
now they're raising the price on foods and shit, so now
Oh
we're gonna have us
God,
hungry.
don't you-
Hungry at the same time in the rat race? Hell no.
Okay,
The suicide's been going up?
you know,
yeah.
81% of suicide, 71% of suicides are male.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we could do more combat and, we work more and shit like that.
Because we have a higher value. I'm not hating on women, okay? I'm not fucking hating on women. I'm not hating on women. I'm just saying in the sense of we have a higher value on, okay, hey, babe, make me a sandwich. Make your own sandwich. Okay, hey, babe, when that motherfucker starts to break in the window at night, go ahead and fight him off. I'm just saying.
Right.
Or I'm just saying, dog.
Get 'em.
I'm just saying. Or they'll be like, come on. Well, that doesn't happen all the time. Okay, you're right.
Right.
You know what else doesn't happen all the time? Like you making a sandwich.
Me ask you to make a sandwich, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, your tire's flat on your car? Damn, I'm gonna have to go and fix this fucking tire. I'm gonna have to change the tire out.
Right.
Right? Okay, it doesn't happen all the time. But do you think making the sandwich is equal to me changing the tire?
Sure.
You do?
No.
He's like, look at the whole. Yeah, it's equal, dog. Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's not equal. I'm not trying to say. Ultimately, I'm not saying that one is better than the other one. What I'm saying is we have different roles.
Right.
Stop fucking bitching about some shit that you got to do.
Yeah.
Because I'm not bitching when you tell me to open that door. You don't tell me. I open the door. You don't tell me I fucking. Oh, let me grab that heavy groceries. You don't
Right.
tell me. Let me take out that trash for you. You don't tell me.
Right.
What was that video you posted last year about, these little fucking kids that don't fucking understand? And they see their fucking mom grabbing the water inside the house or doing
yeah.
this and that. You know what I mean? But why? If I had a son and a daughter, and they were in the car while their mom hopped out and filled up their water jug, who's supposed to hop out?
The boy.
Who says that? Is it written somewhere? Show me.
Nah, it's just a,
But it's there, right?
Right.
It's like this unwritten fucking law, right? Okay. So if I'm automatically supposed to know that, if I'm automatically supposed to go, boom, let me help you, mom. You don't carry that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Then you gotta understand. You gotta make that sandwich. I'm just saying. All right. Anyways,
Yeah. No, yeah. It's funny.
I mean, whatever. But as an overall, the conversation like really twisted from Trump, right?
From George Washington, really.
From George Washington?
Yeah.
And that crazy motherfucker. I really think George Washington would say, y'all got it all wrong.
Right.
What if he was like, oh, yes, I love it. You guys are right on. That's exactly what I am. That's exactly what I predicted, dog.
Right.
So George Washington into modern day legislation, Trump, and how he's using politics to his favor. Like, oh, what? This isn't right that these kids are being able to change their sex or whatever. It's such a young age. I think that's really the real argument. It's such a young age.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of teachers, parents going to school committees. Like, I guess, like, right here would be the Clark County School District.
Right.
And you go there and they will have, like, meetings or whatever, like,
Yeah.
open meetings. And you can go up there and say your complaint. And, like, I've seen some videos where parents are just like, you guys are tripping.
Yeah.
You guys are trying to push agendas upon my children that are different than mine.
Right.
Why are we talking about what I said? Why are we talking about what this teacher's preference is? You know what I mean? He likes dudes. So fucking what?
Right.
You know what I mean? What does my 7-year-old child, boy or girl, needs to know about his preference?
Yeah.
Like, bro, and then if you dress up, like, you're coming to school like a clown, bro. If you dress up like this or that or whatever the hell, you come to school like a clown, bro, in front of 7-year-olds
Yeah.
and telling them 1 + 1 is 2. They can't even get the concept because they're looking at your ass. They're like, huh? And then they're like,
I don't know if it looks like my dad or my mom. That's fucked up.
Right? I don't know if you look like my dad or my mom. No, it's for real though. I mean,
Yeah.
you got them so fucking convoluted. I believe it is. Just with this bullshit. This is bullshit, dog. It's really bullshit. What's up, homie? How y'all doing? What's up with y'all? Oh, that's the homie. Hey, Ryder, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I love you, dog. Don't trip. But it is, bro. It's not that I gotta disagree with you, but you trying to put that shit on my kid.
Yeah.
If you said you were cool with that, and I'm not cool with that, bro, we can come here every single fucking day and do the podcast. It doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
But when you try to go, hey, your dad tell you it's not okay to be, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's like, no, bro, you don't get to do that. And then if I don't send my kids to school, then what?
Then you get locked up too.
Then I get locked up.
Yeah.
So you're telling me I'm forced to do that shit?
To indoctrinate your kids.
Hey, here, hit that.
You are